Hello guys, this is teacher Tanya and today we are going to talk about addition and subtraction of decimals. This information is very important for you to solve the exercises of the week. Please listen and pay attention to the explanation. The process of solving addition and subtractions is important. Let's begin. Hello guys, this is teacher Tanya, and for this video we are going to learn how to solve addition and subtraction of decimals. This is very important for you to solve the activity of the week, but it's also very easy, so just listen and pay attention. But also remember that if you have questions, you can write me on the platform of Classroom. Let's begin. Well, the first thing that you need to have in mind in order to successfully solve operations with decimal numbers are those three steps. The first one is to line up the decimals. Number two, it's to place zeros if you need it. And the step number three is just to solve the operation as usual. Very easy, but let's see each of the steps individually to understand better. Let's solve the following addition as an example for you to understand this rule, how to line up the decimals. Here we have the following addition, 2.94 plus 0.6. To line up the numbers, we usually line up from units, tens, hundreds, thousands, and further. And it might look correctly, but it's not. There is an important issue here, which is the decimal point. That's why this is wrong. This way, we line up the wholes and the decimals, and we take the decimal point as a reference. If we keep up the decimal point in the same place, it's much easier for us to solve this operation. For this second rule, which is place zeros if needed, I used two examples, an addition and a subtraction. I think it's much easier to understand if you see a comparison. For the first example, which is the addition, we have the same example as before, 2.94 plus 0.6. We already have the addition with the numbers lined up, and we have a spot here without a number. That it's not a problem, but if you think that it may cause you a problem when solving the operation, you can add the zero. That's why I mentioned in the rule if needed. If you don't need it, you know that you put the number 4 below. But if you get confused, you add the 0 and now you know 4 plus 0 equals 4. But in the subtraction, it's a little bit more confusing, since sometimes you go just like 7 and 6. Put the numbers because you don't see anything right above. But that is not correct. If you place zeros, you understand that you have 7 and you have to get to the number 10. So then the result is not 7. It's 3. It's a big difference. That's why here you may need zeros for you to make it easier to understand how to get the result. And the last step, it's the much easier of the all three. You just have to solve the operation as usual. Let's begin with the addition. 4 plus 0 equals 4. 9 plus 6 equals 15. We carry 1. 2 plus 1 equals 3. And the most important step for solving an operation with decimal point is to write the decimal point. Remember that it stays lined up. And now let's solve the subtraction. Here we have 7 and we need to borrow 1, and now 7 to get to 10, it's 3. This turns into 7 and we borrow another one, 7 to 10, 3 again. This number turns into 5 to get to 8, 3. 0 to get to 4, 4. 0 to get to 3, 3. And now the decimal point. And that will be the result. And this will be it for the class. I hope this explanation is helpful for you to understand and solve the addition and subtraction of decimal activities of the week. Bye-bye. Now let's solve the following problems. In an addition, one of the addends is 26.4 and the sum is 84.8. Which is the other addend? In an addition, one of the addends is 0.74 and the sum is 3.9. Which is the other addend? In a subtraction, the minuend is 46.8 and the difference is 13.5. Which is the subtrahend? In a subtraction, the difference is 14.73. If the subtrahend is 49.61, which is the minuend? Now make the necessary operations to solve the following problems. In a summer day in Puerto Vallarta, the maximum temperature was 34.7 degrees and the minimum temperature 21.9 degrees. What was the difference in that day's temperature? Roberto is 1.57 meters tall and Paula is 1.43 meters. What is the difference of height among them? A bottle holds 26.5 cubic centimeters of water and someone adds 9.67 cubic centimeters more. How much water does the bottle hold now? A hiker wants to travel through a 47-kilometer road in 4 days. If the first day he travels 8.6 kilometers, the second day 14.3 kilometers, and the third one 17.4 kilometers. How many kilometers more does he need to travel to complete the 47 kilometers? And that will be it. You must send a picture of the activity solved in your book. If you don't have the book yet, only for this time, you can solve it in your notebook and send a picture of it. Remember that the last day to send your activities of the week is on Sunday. If you have more questions, send me a message or comment right below the activity in the Google Classroom and I will be glad to help you as soon as possible. Also remember that there are more activities to solve. Please check the classroom. Bye-bye.